I think this is a good time to also show this right here. So, I rarely use mods, but when I do, it's basically all like informational mods, not the over-cluttered visual indicators, all that kind of stuff. Let me show this here. So I use Aslan's mod pack. This is the one I've been using for like the longest time. Okay, so let's see here. So I don't use any of these side panels, all that stuff that shows HP, but the one I do use is the spotter indicator, which shows your team, and if you want the enemy team, if they're spotted, it shows the exclamation mark. This is very nice because it gives you information that usually they have to tell you and they have to back off. This way you know when they're radared and stuff. But if a battleship is detected by a destroyer, this helps a lot. I used to run this, the HP on squadrons because I wanted to do a little test on how AA worked and eating flak on the way up to the safe altitude, but I don't use this anymore. It's nice to see though. Yeah, I don't use that anymore. Let's see what else. So CV Telegraph, I use this one because it shows the rudder and the speed of your ship while you're flying around. Usually it doesn't show this, and it's really nice to know how your carrier is moving while you're flying around. So you don't have to always keep turning around looking at your ship, see if it's moving forward or backwards. This helps a lot, and it also makes the movement noises, like the rudder shift and the speed noises when it's doing autopilot, going in by islands, reversing, that kind of stuff. So this is really helpful. Next thing is the static indicator. What this does is all the UI that's usually on the right side, it moves over to the left, and then the arrow pointing to where the carrier is located when you're looking around is gone. One of the issues that I had was when you're flying around, there's a little arrow that points to where your carrier is. And sometimes I mistake that little arrow as my own mouse cursor. So I'm just like, wait a minute. I get confused, so I just run this mod to get rid of that. This one is not really a carrier one, it just shows the ship speed on the crosshair when I do play cruisers. Next is the tech tree mod, the one that shows all the ships. It's nice for talking about ships that I don't have on my main account, and if I'm not on my press account, I could just show this. Next, show research, not research ship in color. This is self-explanatory. You see the ship actually with color, right? This one is more of informational for viewers, so they can see exactly what skills I pick if they're on lower quality. So this is the mod that I use for my port. Everyone was asking me, hey, how did you get that night mod for ocean port? This is it right here. And I like this the most because it doesn't use that much processing power or GPU usage when you're just chilling in port. Next, I skip all of this. I use the region assistant because it helps a lot when I play cruisers. I can get the most out of my heals. Okay, so this is a carrier one. This is big. This one actually indicates the this is on the bottom right side of the squadrons, and it shows specifically for fighters. So number 1, 2, and 3 are the squadrons. Number 2 and 1 that you see here is the number of fighters left in those squadrons. And then empty here shows squadron 1 has no fighters left. And then this is the action time remaining. So this is very helpful for me to keep track because there's no indicator that shows how many fighters I have left or how many seconds I have left on the current one. So this is very, very helpful, especially when you're getting CV sniped or you're playing competitive and you need to keep track of getting perfect rotations over, like perma fighters. Shot timer for when I shoot, it comes up as a timer for cruisers and or anything really. Radar timer for when they radar you, and then it shows you don't really need this, but if you're perma radared, it gives you the timer. It doesn't really work if you leave the radar range, come back in. But this helps a lot when you're playing Destroyer or hugging an island. Improve chat because this is just better. It shows the ship name. So I don't have to look at VRAGs over here and just be like, which ship is he playing? Commander voices. I use the Commander voices mod because I like stuff that I don't have all the special commanders. I run the Ovechkin voiceover remover and the Richard voiceover remover because I really hate Ovechkin's voice stuff. And after that, wait, what? It's bugged? I had this enabled before, but it wasn't working. Interesting. We'll try again though. Yeah, we'll try again. Alright.